They're going with an oldie but goldie Medusa coming into play. Right now, it looks like he's in a bad spot.
All right, pulling him back in. Arrow connects. Nicely done. Fly solo in trouble. And that is going to be first blood, as you mentioned. This play there as well.
Down bottom, they're going to be going in. They've made the smoke rotation a long way, but they need a glimpse to really make it worthwhile, and they will get the Static Storm kinetic glimpse onto the Weaver and pick up the second kill of the game.
Yeah, and possibly going to be able to find a third as well. Boomback's in trouble. They throw out the stomp. Not nearly going to be enough. And a double there for Miracle.
With the Dust of Appearance, he time-lapses early, but it's right into the same spot he was farming, and that's going to be bringing him down.
Oh my goodness.
It's kind of a panic button. I don't think that's a misplay. It's kind of a situation where I really hope 4 seconds ago I wasn't in the middle of this death circle.
Yeah, and well, again, Fly Solo going to go for the TP. Triple Remnant forward. They find that kill as well.
We're going to hear a Moonlight Shadow pop out, but is it really going to enable anything? Just a Static Storm coming out on the Weaver here, and it should be a lot of damage. Double Star Storm. Can they get a little bit more? Not in time! The time left brings them back to full HP.
And now Disruptor in trouble as well.
To the sliver of health. I mean, that is infused raindrop.
Yeah, it was. So Radiant don't realize that this is happening. Jump forward, crush, it's there.
Oh,
Do they have the reveal? They're not quite going to be able to get it to glimpse back in, but are they going to be able to bring him down? He does have time lapse, backs out and away yet again. Now Bombback's in some trouble. They might have another arrow. Triple Remnant forward. The CM ulti is going, but that route is not going to stop this ulti. Can they actually find a kill? Can't do it. I think that this is going to be a dead Hana.
Yeah, it looks to be the case. But
yeah.
I think that if we are going to be playing this one out towards late game, that mobility might become more of a factor where Mineski can play multiple lanes. And in fact, they're playing down bottom here. The Dark Rift gets canceled by a single creep kill. They wasted both the Moonlight and the Dark Rift with 2 heroes stranded up top. Yeah. What do they do? Well, they're still involved.
They're TPing in, though. They want to take this fight.
But
and
there's
actually
a cooldown
on top of him. That's going to be a dead CM in just a second. Armel as well. He actually didn't have his mana shield up for the great Static Storm by Ninja Boogie. But Miracle, he is here, ready to go onto him. They do have the mana shield on this time, and the arrow ends up being onto the creep instead of Hana.
Okay, but Pit Lord's here. He had to book into the fight. They've kind of repositioned themselves, and now they're ready to go in.
All right, glimpse back into Hana, in some trouble, and now it looks like Clutch Gamers, they just have to call it off. They're not going to be able to take this fight effectively. CM throws out another one of those frostbites. They are going into it. That's going to be the Stone Gaze down onto him. Static Storm not really doing a whole lot, but can they control these heroes? Can they bring them down? I don't think so. CM going down as well, and they're just not doing nearly enough damage. Ninja Boogie walks out. Amel is down to almost half HP. They get the time lapse off on the Weaver, but everybody from Mineski is just going to continue the charge here. They're on top of that Medusa, but they don't even really need to focus her. They're taking out all the rest of the heroes. Maybe Weaver now can try and turn this back around. This is not the person you want to go on.
Yeah. Oh, we found the Medusa, boys. We've got it. It's a 5v1 like it's happened twice already. I think this will work. No, they need another target. It's so sad that you can have a carry right there, and I don't think this will work.
All right, they're going on to her. Static Storm, everything. She's got the mana shield on. E-Blade. Maybe Triple Remnant? No, it's not working. Hana's on top of him. You can't do a damn thing. CM ulti, they get the Yule Scepter to lift it off and try and get out of there, but he's used all his remnants trying to take down the Snake Lady, and he ends up falling. Medusa is never going to die.
I think of the scene from Monty Python where they're running at the castle walls with swords in their hands and just smacking at the wall as if it's going to do a damn thing. Medusa just is way too tanky.
Freak them out slightly, but hitting from the low ground, they end up connecting onto a couple.
Oh, that's a waste of Static Storm.
They're not doing anything with this. They're literally going to get nothing with it.
That might just be the walk it in now. Like, if you don't have Static Storm, what can you do to team fight this? I mean, you try so hard, hit a Malice Static Storm, but now you have nothing for 60 seconds.
Man, and they're going to be able to call him back out. There's going to be the Earth Splitter drop down. They get the dunk to boot. 7-15, but most importantly, you've got these heroes hitting the tier 3 towers. They don't have an answer. This is not the hero that you want to focus. Arrow off the mark as well, ended up running into a creep. Armel still so tanky in the midst of this fight. Stone Gaze still being held onto as well. Hasn't even popped the Mjolnir charge onto her as of yet. There's the crush. Maybe, possibly. There's something, but Hana jumps forward. This is the call. Okay. Static Storm still 34 seconds away.
Okay. I'm not sure if they actually pursue this any further. They've missed enough calls, and they don't really have too many more opportunities. But I do have a lot of HP regen coming in for the Medusa, and they don't really care too much what damage she's taken.
Yeah, Urn charges keep on going out there. That arrow Manta dodged as well. Very nicely played there by Armel. Still in some trouble. The call a little bit off the mark as he ended up lifting up with the Yule Scepter. They throw out another Sleight of Fist. Rooted, stuck there in place, is going to drop. The Ember going down. They might be able to force a buyback off the back of this one. Slowed again by the Scotty, but the creep wave is not there. Backdoor protection is still going.
Medusa is low on mana. Armel is actually very vulnerable here. This could be a big kill.
Oh, crush on a 3. They need the follow-up. Remnant forward. They end up being able to take down 1. Humax is dead. The Static Storm, it's come back up, but can they find these kills? So close, so low. They take her down finally. My goodness gracious me, oh my. Clutch Gamers end up losing 5. That was the fight.
That was exactly what they were looking for. It took way too long for them to siege from that position. One thing that Pit Lord in particular is extremely good at is holding that high ground for an excruciatingly long time. They had enough time for Static Storm to come all the way back up. A slightly safer YOLO play. But nevertheless, they just have the Aegis with some decent raw damage, and we'll see if they find themselves back in a sieging position or if the wave is
good
pushed out too
crush.
far.
Fly solo, gone on at the start. And Weaver also maybe in some trouble, but it does look like Jules, he's in trouble as well. They're able to get the time lapse off on the Weaver, so still left alive for the moment. They have the Frostbite.
No
Can
burst,
they
though.
get this kill? Arrow now down onto Medusa. The rest of the heroes are here. Static Storm onto Armel. If they could bring him down right here, burn through that Aegis, it would be such a clutch move. The BKB has been popped for Hana. He's starting to fall. Mineski might just be doing it. Oh, the E-Blade to keep him alive. 50 HP. Blinks out as well. Miracle does it again. And they're able to escape with the Mirana's life.
He scraps that idea, goes for Mjolnir, MKB, and this...
Oh my god, they're scouting it out. The crush on the forward, triple remnant forward. Can they find them though? The BKBs have already been popped, and now Armel trying to turn, trying to get out of their arrow though. It is going to connect, and now they can leap in. The attack speed if they want to do it. Armel starting to fall so low. They got them all. They end up feeding them over the cheese. I do believe Armel, is he going to end up going down? They have to leap out and away. The Medusa stands tall at the end. Was that really just all from the Mystic Snake and the right clicks?
I believe so. I don't think that there was not a cheese in play.
What the hell?
Hey,
it looked like the freaking cheese. It's all gone. Arrow is going to be off the mark now, and Armel, he's just going to hit the towers. They got the caught now onto Ninja Boogie as well. He's going to drop. Mineski do not have an answer at the end of the day for this Medusa, and they have to pop the glyph. They don't have Disruptor ulti from this. They jump forward. They get the call now onto Jules. There's a lot of damage going down onto these heroes. Medusa, too much in the end. And I think that this might just be it. They have buyback on 2 different heroes, but I don't think that there's any way they could find this kill.
No, I mean, it's not over yet. We are just going to see the mid lane drop down. All right, so movement speed is not a problem here. It's 319 movement speed on this Medusa without boots and inventory. But just got to go in and just be this fortress that cannot be contested.
Call there on a Ninja Boogie. If they can burst him before the ulti, it's going to happen. He's gone for 45 seconds now, and the chain's going to connect onto 2. Jules looking for an opening. Can they bring down these heroes before Medusa can take down Barracks? It does look like they're able to take down 2, maybe a 3rd, but they have not answered Armel in the base and also the Weaver here. Look at the damage. He's getting so much lifesteal from this as well. Full mana pool. They can't do anything. They literally can do nothing, and looks like with that, they are going to be able to most likely take at least Mega Creeps. They pop the BKB. Miracle making a kill onto them, but, well, if it wasn't 4v5 before, it's starting to look quite rough now as well. Armel taking a good bit of damage, possibly. They actually end up being able to find the kill.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he will never do that unless he had buyback.
And then kind of falling off a little bit. Is that something to at all be concerned about from Medusa, where you don't really have any more room to grow and become stronger? Or
I don't think that's...
No? Okay.
Well, let's see here as this fight breaks out.
Static Storm down. All right, that's going to be 1 dead. The Weaver is already gone. He does have buyback. Armel is in the midst of all of this, trying to pop the BKB and chase down and kill off the Slardar, but they're kind of maneuverable and able to walk away for the moment. Hana's been able to find the initiation though, and Slardar's still running away. Everybody from Mineski is still alive, and the Satanic really coming into play now as well, trying to run down and kill off all the rest of these Radiant heroes. They kill off that ET. They're going to be able to take down Hana. Now Medusa also maybe in some trouble, popping the Mantis style, but got caught by the Pit of Malice for a moment. Ember Spirit continuing the chase, not able to kill off Bonebax though on that Crystal Maiden. The glimpse back in. Armel is starting to drop the damage. It's quite significant, but they're able to get her out of there. And just like that, he bought an Aghanim Scepter. Weaver bought an Ags, and that was a time lapse to get Medusa back to life. All right, that was a play and a half. He got back into the game, bought an Ags, and now Miracle ends up falling because of it.
Creep wave, it is pushed in enough to break the backdoor protection, and they're going to go in for the full offensive.
All right.
They can't focus Medusa, but yeah, they have to focus everybody else.
All right, Static Storm now down onto 2, but they managed to get a chase. Bing dropping really low. If they could kill him off, that's one of the ways forward. Hana's on top of it too, but he's going to start to fall. Armo wants to hit this, but you talked about Mega Creeps is not everything in this match.
No,
Can they find the kill?
They'll get the Mega Creeps, and then we'll see Armel most likely drop down. He doesn't have an escape plan, so he's just going to try to do what damage he can. Maybe get a pick off in his demise.
He's falling. He's going to end up dropping here, and Jules still left alive. He is going to live through this as well. Alive on 40 HP, so now you have no buyback on 3 of these heroes. Time to take down the tier 3 tower, and the question is, are they going just to be able to ignore the Medusa like they've been doing all game long? That's the tier 3 down. Mineski, I don't know. Ember's going to be in the fray as well. They're keeping the Mega Creeps out of their base. They're hitting the tier 4s.
They can't dive like this, though. She's going to go in the fountain.
Go hit the tower.
There's no way they can get her in the fountain. This is not the time to fountain dive. Mineski, go for the throne.
They're making it happen, and they are all over him. 10 seconds away for the axe. Can they kill it off in time? They got the sleep on the Miracle. They don't have much damage outside of him. Now trying to find the kill. The Stone Gates. Nobody is hitting the Ancient. They can't focus it down as of yet. Armel trying to stand tall. Can they do it? He ends up eating the cheese. This time for sure they made it happen, and it does look like Clutch Gamers are going to come through in the clutch and possibly bring them all down. RR, he ends up getting the Slardar out of there, and they cannot take down the throne. 2 minutes with no Mirana. Holy shit, I think Clutch Gamers did it.
Absolutely insane here. They didn't have enough time, and now it's about to be GG the other way.
My goodness gracious, they freaking did it. Wow.
What a
I mean, they were ahead for so long, but Mineski made that really close at the end.
That was actually insane. It's just, you got to feel for Mineski. They tried their hearts out in this one, but it just felt like that last pick Medusa permeated this entire game.